Now a News 10 special report. A family in Owasso is adjusting to their new normal months after an accident changed their lives forever.
As News 10's Seth Wells reports, what started as a normal day in the woods for a local hunter suddenly turned into a nightmare.
No, it was a good day, good wind, everything normal, everything super excited and just ready to go.
Clinton County 911.
Yeah, I fell out of my tree stand out of Wildcat Road.
Are you injured?
I can't feel my legs.
November 1st, 2023. It's a day Jeremy Lawson will never forget. The husband and father was out hunting near Ovid when he grabbed a branch to get out of his tree stand.
And I remember my hand being on it, and I grabbed it 100 of times probably. And then I remember it just kind of breaking and then tipping straight backwards. And then just kind of some wind in my ears. And then I woke up and it was dark and my legs felt really heavy.
Jeremy fell 22 feet to the ground. First responders in Clinton County rushed to get Jeremy to the emergency room here at Sparrow in Lansing. His wife Emily alongside him the whole way, pregnant with twins at the time of the accident.
I'll never forget the emergency room. They were only letting one person in at a time, so I was by myself. And those people in the emergency room just literally put arms around me, and they knew I was pregnant.
Jeremy suffered a severe spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed from the waist down.
He's been through numerous surgeries. He even went through cardiac arrest at one point due to blood clots in his lungs. So just the fact that he's even survived at this point is a miracle by itself.
Jenna Huffnagel was one of the nurses in the emergency room. She not only saw Jeremy and Emily's journey in the ICU, but even transferred to Mary Free Bed as Jeremy worked through his rehab.
And it was my very first day here, and I walk into his room. I was like, hey, I know you. And we started talking, and I had told him exactly what I had seen in the ICU, and it just kind of came full circle, and it was a beautiful story.
Go up here, and then tuck it down by your ear.
Jeremy had a long road ahead in his recovery. He spent months at Mary Free Bed, knowing even in the best case scenario, life was going to be different.
I have a 13-year-old son. I think just wanting to give him normal. That was probably the biggest. Because I remember when I was 13, all the things that I was doing with my dad. I'm changing diapers.
With the birth of their twins quickly approaching, some of his exercises were specifically aimed at preparing him to hold his babies when they arrived.
Hug it right up, support the head.
In late February, staff with Sparrow and Mary Free Bed worked together to make sure that Jeremy could be in the room to watch his boys Ty and Garrett come into the world.
But everything did turn out great, so that was a blessing, and yeah, it was exciting to hand those babies to him.
The babies are healthy, and Jeremy is home after spending months away. Now they're getting used to their new normal.
Like, we really don't even know yet, even now, like what normal looks like, really.
Very much a grief process of our old life is gone, and we have to figure out what this new life looks like.
Daddy can be on the couch.
It looks a whole lot different now, and it is a whole lot different now as far as the time. Like, I'm not on the floor playing and rolling and goofing and like with a little pallet and all those kinds of things.
Some changes have been made to help Jeremy get around the house. And as he adjusts, there's one goal that he's striving for, getting back into the woods on opening day yet again for hunting season.
And I missed him with my bow on November 7th. Shot him with a muzzleloader on November 16th. We're definitely going to get back out there for sure.
You'll be hunting from the ground from now on.
Yes, that is very true. Yep, I'll only go as high as my chair will allow me to go. Yeah.
In Lansing, Seth Wells, News 10.
And the Lawsons tell us the baby boys are growing like weeds, and the older kids are all ready to get back into the woods with their dad this fall.
Yeah, and they've had to make some changes to their house for Jeremy to get around, and many more will be needed in the near future. God bless them.